and Amstel, UEFA Champions League sponsors. Stay with us for tonight's national. This program is sponsored by Reebok and Amstel, UEFA Champions League sponsors.
Good evening and welcome to another night of highlights from the UEFA Champions League. We'll have highlights from Rangers' vital clash with Borussia Dortmund over at Ibrox, plus the best of the action from the other match in Rangers' group, Juventus against Steaua Bucharest from Turin. Joe Jordan and Alex McLeish are still awake and they're here to give us their views on tonight's matches. But first, like Rangers, Blackburn Rovers lost their opening Champions League match, a shock 1-0 defeat at home to Spartak Moscow. Tonight they were trying to get back on the rails, away from home playing Norwegian champions Rosenborg, who before tonight had amazingly scored in all 62 of their previous matches. Match commentator Brian Moore with Ian St John.
Let's just check on the sides. Rosenborg, so close now to a League and Cup double in Norway. They field their strongest side. Their goalkeeper, Riza, returns after injury and a loss of form. But more important, their attack is now led by Harold Brattbakk. Now, he scored 22 goals in 21 league games this season. He missed the opening game in this group in Warsaw with a stomach illness. 7 Norwegian internationals in this side that have a very impressive home record indeed. Well, as you heard, the Blackburn Rovers manager, Ray Huff, has decided against playing Chris Sutton in the sweeper role. In fact, for an away tie, it is quite an offensive setup. 3 up front there, Sutton, Alan Shearer and Mike Newell. But Graham Lassau's injured ankle keeps him out of defence. Jeff Kenner comes in and there's a place on the left of the midfield for young Lee McKell. A referee tonight comes from Austria. It's Gunter Benker, who's a 40-year-old male nurse. Incidentally, this is also his first game in the Champions League. Blackburn in a change strip then, red and black, attack the goal to our right. Rosenborg on the point of becoming champions of Norway for the 4th successive year. Henry gets it forward. Sutton, touched there by Sherwood. Blackburn passing the ball nicely around here. Getting a good deal of possession. Here's Batty. Sherwood hitting it long towards Mike Newell. Batty getting in there again. And away come Rosenborg with Kvarmer the right back. Hendry. First touch there for Tim Flowers, knocking it away in the touch. Hendry getting across there to quell that little bit of danger. Hasn't finished yet either, but the throw goes to the Norwegian champions. Good play here. And the shot was only just wide for Skammersrud. Hit with great power on the left foot there. Set up by Kvarmer, but curling away from Tim Flowers' post, and a goal kick to Blackburn Rovers.
It was a good effort. And again, as I said, you can't really afford to give them space in front of your back 4.
Skammersrud, the captain. Springing it wide here again. Stensors. Playing it wide for Jakobsen. The little cross coming in there. And Henry got a valuable header in there. Just for a moment, though, it looked as though Brattbakk might have just beaten him for the ball. Here's Jakobsen again. There's a great chance here. And a terrific save by Flowers. That was a great chance there for Rosenborg. For Brattbakk. And it was an excellent piece of goalkeeping. The ball falling invitingly for him there. What a great piece of keeping there by Tim Flowers.
Well done, Tim Flowers. That was superb goalkeeping, wasn't it? I mean, that was a total miss kick by Strand. And there was Blackburn. Oh, good save.
A lot of courage to it and tremendous reflexes too. I have some more to do because they are looking really dangerous at the moment, Rosenborg. Everybody linking up so well. But Stensors in the end beaten by the challenger Batty. Gets it up towards Sutton. Turns well for Blackburn Rovers. Tries to get Shearer on his way. But this time the big Bragstad was there, making the clearance. Here's Bragstad again, just teasing the ball forward. Good play again, Solvet, who's looked dangerous through that midfield. Jakobsen playing it in early. And Blackburn is there as well. And it's gone in! And the scorer is Løkken. Well, they've begun to look menacing, and it's paid off for the Norwegian champions. And that's a terrible blow for Blackburn Rovers.
Well, they were all at sea here, really, weren't they? When the ball got played on there, you know, Jeff Kenna had come in. There was Lockett coming into back post. And really, Tim Flowers, having made that great save just earlier there, Brian, you might say then that he could have been at fault. He had not gotten across quick enough and getting beaten at the near post there, but not really at a very hard effort.
Shearer to Newell. McKell to Batty. Knocked back for Henning Berg. McKell again.
This will go back again.
Batty.
I mean, Batty plays more back than he plays forward.
And from a possession inside the Rosenborg half, suddenly the ball is there. The slip by Henry. The cross comes in. It might come to Jakobsen. Well,
is that a comedy of errors, if ever you see that? Eh? Simply because
almost a tragedy of errors.
Well, midfield players, Brian, have got the ball and won't play it forward. They're looking just to lay it back and lay it back, taking no responsibility.
Well, they half it on the left. Exactly alongside him. The coach just brought in from Newcastle United. Great old Blackburn Rovers player, of course, of many years standing. Jakobsen. Oh, good work again. Well, there's no doubt who's been the busier of the two goalkeepers. Flowers quickly down to handle that one. Some good interplay again, some good running into a good position again by Jakobsen. Here's Mike Newell. He's got Shearer wide, he's got Sutton in the middle. Towards Sutton, couldn't quite reach it. That's going to be a Rosenborg throw as well. David Batty, the Rosenborg defender, seeking to steal a few yards. Newell. Shearer. Shearer. That's a terrific shot. Out of nothing there. Alan Shearer, they held off him for just a moment, and that was long enough. And that was something like 22, 23 yards range.
Well done, Alan Shearer. It was terrific, wasn't it? I mean, he took the ball there, carried on, and right peg. Just hope Shearer gets a little bit more of the ball in the second half, because, you know, he's the man. If anybody's the man to turn this game around, it's Alan Shearer. Great power in that.
Summing up the first half, Saint?
Well, I've been very impressed with the visit the home team.
Well, here's Solvet putting Brattbakk through. He's given a penalty. He's given a penalty against Ian Pearce for the challenge, and he's got a yellow card as well as Pearce. He's absolutely dumbfounded by that. I must say that looked a very, very hard decision to me.
Well, I think the tackle was fine, but he pulled his jersey, Brian. Let's have a look at it here. I think the tackle was fine. There he goes in with the tackle there.
Plays the ball.
And then he said, hang on a minute.
Hold on. That seems a very hard decision to me.
Well, he did pull him back.
Well, what it means is it's a major problem now for Blackburn Rovers. Jakobsen, who scored in the first game in this group from the penalty spot in Warsaw against Legia, now could come in danger of putting this game beyond Blackburn's reach, unless Tim Flowers can do something here. Well, he doesn't have to. It's against the crossbar, and suddenly Blackburn can come on the counter-attack. Batty finding Sherwood. Maybe justice was done. Sherwood. To Shearer.
Well, that might be a little turning point in the game for Blackburn. They needed that little bit of luck.
But as you say, that might just be the turning point. That might just stiffen them a little bit, Blackburn, and make them feel that maybe not everything's going to go against them tonight. But as it is, they're a goal down, scored by Loken after 29 minutes. It's a real big struggle for the English champions against Rosenborg here in Trondheim tonight. 1-0 to Rosenborg is the half-time situation. Here comes Rosenborg, remember, in the white shirts. Lurken, the goal scorer, number 9. This is number 6, Strand, strong midfield player. Nicked away there by David Batty, finding Henry. And Jeff Kenner. Instantly, it's Rosenborg challenging again. Putting the ball through the back. Now for Jakobsen. Stopped by Henry on that occasion. And a fantastic volley. And a wonderful save there. Solveig shot. Superbly saved again by Tim Flowers. And that one too, which was a good deal easier. But Solveig, who's looked an outstanding midfield player, I think, for Rosenborg tonight, caught that superbly on the volley. That was another excellent piece of keeping by Tim Flowers.
And an excellent piece of play by Rosenborg, wasn't it?
Excellent. Looking dangerous here again. Oh, my goodness, that was an important clearance by Pearce. Rather, it was Kenner, I think, in fact, who made that clearance in the end. And here's Kenner again on this side. Can Batty get there first? Jakobsen playing it in again to Loken. Jakobsen. Long-range shot. Well saved. And in the end, it's Henry who gets in and knocks it away. Just as Loken was coming in there for the little tap-in.
Well done again, Flowers. That was another good save. You know, dangerous ball that, Brian, coming off the floor like that in these conditions tonight. You know, the pitch is wet. And there's another one.
Solveig. For Strand. Driven well against the post. Well, they've hit the post there. They've hit the crossbar with the corner, and they've scored once of Rosenborg. And Blackburn at the moment lucky to be only just a single goal down. This was the shot by Strand that beat the dive of Flowers, but not the post.
But Ripley, who's on the ball now, hasn't done anything since he come on, so he's really got to get a good cross on this time.
Well, he's won a free kick instead. Pearce is coming forward for this. Tall Colin Hendry's in there too.
They've got enough big players, haven't they? When you look at Blackburn Rovers, they've got Newell and Sutton and Pearce, Henry.
All 6-footers.
Yeah, a quality ball, and surely one of them might get a head on it.
Well, here comes that free kick. Floated high. Shearer knocks it down, and it's been knocked in.
Mike Newell.
And it's Mike Newell, the number 10, who's brought Blackburn Rovers level when we just couldn't see a goal coming in any direction. And Tim Sherwood was long crossing there. Shearer, I think, who wins the ball there, yes, and wins it well. And in the end, it's Mike Newell who just pokes it home to make it 1-1.
Well, there you are. A ball into the box, simple ball, everybody in, pile in, and there was Mike getting the final touch on.
Batty up to Shearer. Can Blackburn somewhere find a winning goal now? Shearer with Ripley going storming down the right-hand side again, but they've provided with Batty instead. Now inside for Sherwood. Sutton being forced back. Finds Jeff Kenner. Played in for Mike Newell, nicked on this time by Sutton. And Shearer, here's Newell again. He's knocked it wide this time for Ripley. And Sherwood's in there! It's a terrific save by the keeper. I thought that ball, in fact, looked as though he was going to cross the line. But he's got some more work to do here. This time it was Sutton flying at the ball there. But it went wide. It was a terrific header there by Shearer in the first place.
What a good ball in, but wasn't it? A terrific ball. And that almost looked as if it would hit the post, even as if it palmed onto the post from this angle. Great ball in by Ripley. Great attacking header. And so unlucky not to get another one there.
Hendry coming about 30 yards for that one.
That was positive. You know, that since they got the goal now, Blackburn Rovers are beginning to believe that they can actually win this game. They've been chasing their tail for most of it, but I do think they can get back in it, Brian, and get themselves a goal.
Well, they've given it away badly here of Rosenborg. Ripley looking to get round the defender, Hofdung. And succeeds in doing so this time. Gets the ball in. That'll do him a power of good. Strand gets it away for Rosenborg. Now Kenner. Hit to Shearer. Taken beautifully there by Shearer. Wasn't an easy ball for him to take either. Nodded down. And Batty was flying in there.
Oh, that looked a half a chance, didn't it?
Did, more than half a chance.
What a good ball back there by Sutton.
Suddenly Blackburn have begun to spark. The errors are coming now from Rosenborg. In the meantime, more defending to be done by Blackburn Rovers. 1 point is better than none. 3 would be wonderful. Strand plays it in. Hendry meets it well. Strand with the throw for Rosenborg. Here's Everson. Oh, what a good bit of play there by the 18-year-old. A little stab with the outside of the boots. And that could so easily have caused all sorts of trouble just inside the Blackburn Rovers 6-yard area.
He caught them by surprise there, didn't he? Because he played it with his wrong foot, as it were. He's flicked it in with his left there, and Tim Flowers had to be lively.
Sutton chasing, getting in behind them. Newell's up in support as well. Shearer's in there too. If Ripley can just get a cross in. He's played it short to Batty instead. Now there might be trouble at the other end because they are so devastating on the break. And there's the break coming up. Can Hendry get there first? He can. That was a great bit of defending by Colin Hendry.
And Tim Flowers on his way out again there. I think, you know, had he got to it first, the Rosenborg player got to it first, you know, he was in no man's land.
Berg playing it in, but the pass was signalled and it was easily cut out by the Norwegians, who've now got Jakobsen streaming down that left-hand side. Skammersel, and now Everson. And the captain's shot goes wide of Flowers' goal. Ben Skammersrud. Certainly the warnings there again for Blackburn. These people are devastating on the break.
Oh, well, on the break. I mean, they just flooded forward there. All the white jerseys.
But they do it with such pace as well.
The passing, Brian, when they come out of defence, the passing is excellent. And that's what sets up chances.
High towards Newell. Will it fall for Shearer? It won't. Banged away by Kavana. Everson through the middle. Little Jakobsen's in there as well. And Berg does well to keep it out. Everson on the far side, though. Bradpack is there. This could be real trouble for Blackburn here. Oh! An astonishing goal. An astonishing goal there by Stencils. Just when it looked as though Blackburn might be at least going away with a draw. A rifling drive there by the defender. That was laid back again and played up beautifully for him.
Yeah, it was laid up beautifully, as you say there, Brian. Rolled back from a byline. Look at that. I mean, Pierce got, sold himself. Ball rolled back. And really thumped in.
Blackburn's throw, playing time added on. Won't be much of it. Warhurst knows it's got to be taken quickly. Batty will try and bang that ball into the box. But he's lost possession. And instead it's banged away by the Rosenborg defence. Up to Everson. Got players over on that far side now. Jakobsen. In the end, no damage done as Hendry steps in, but the clearance was a poor one there by Flowers. Well, that would almost have been the final word. Sterling. Through again a comedy of errors in that Blackburn defence. That's a shot on target that he really shouldn't have had. There goes the final whistle. And Rosenborg have won by 2 goals to 1. It's a desperate night again for Blackburn Rovers in Europe.
Desperate indeed, Joe. I mean, Rosenborg got off to the best possible start with that goal through Loken, didn't they?
Yeah, it was a great goal, but to be perfectly honest, not only did they score this goal, but they could have scored other goals as well. I mean, at the back post there, the boy Ken is left with 2 men. I know he's missed hit the shot, and maybe that's really confused Tim Flowers and goals.
Yeah, we criticised Flowers in the last game against Spartak for his positioning at the striker's winner. Here, I think